Hey guys, welcome back to Aviassembly, and welcome back to another random build project that we're doing today. We're going to build something with this cockpit right here, which is like a supersonic VTOL. I don't know how it's going to go, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and start out by adding a fuselage to the back of this cockpit right here. We're actually going to go backwards quite far, because I want it to be able to at least carry a little bit of cargo, as well as being fast and also a VTOL. You know, there's lots of things for it to be able to do here. Anyway, let's go ahead and do something like this. We will raise it up into the air, so it's like a straight line. And then I guess we'll actually attach another piece on the back. We'll do this, and we'll have it zoom backwards a little bit more. And I think that will be awesome. Yeah, alright, pretty cool so far. Alright, so from there, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to need some big tail fins. So let's go ahead and do, actually, just one. Yep, just one singular tail fin on the back. And then we got to sort out the engines. Now, this is going to be kind of weird, and I don't know how this is going to work, but we will see. So, I'm going to go ahead and chuck one of these guys on here like this. We're then going to get our engines. I'm going to chuck probably like 4 of these guys on. So there's 1, there's 2, yep, there's 3, and hold on, there is 4. Excellent, yes. So far, so good. Alright, so far so good. What we're then going to do is we're going to add another rotation joint onto this guy, and then our wings are going to be mounted to that. Is that crazy? I feel like it's kind of crazy. We're also going to do the opposite. So, this is going to be Y, this is going to be T. We're going to do the same thing on this guy, Y and T, which should hopefully keep the wings level. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. So shove those guys on there, and I guess we'll find out. Okay, so, obviously I want it to look a little bit nicer than this, so we're going to shove this guy into there. This one can pretty much stay as is, so we'll leave those guys alone. And then, I don't know what else to do. I don't really know what else to do. I think I'm just going to add more delta wings to this, sort of like that. There we go. And hopefully it'll all fit in there quite nicely, but I don't know. Move it this way. There we go. Okay, excellent. And then we're going to get another one and attach it onto there as well. And then I think that should be good. All right, here we go. So move this guy this way a little bit. Move it this way a little bit as well. Maybe outwards. Maybe backwards a little bit. I think that's probably good. Yeah, it looks a little bit strange, but I think that's probably good. I'm going to move this way just a tad. That's good. Yes. All right, cool. Also, I wasn't going to do this, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. So let's go ahead and flip this guy over. There we go. We've added canards to the top at the back, and I think that's fine. Yes. Okay, landing gear is the next thing that we need. So we're going to shove a singular one of these guys at the very front, and I'm going to move that upwards. We're then going to shove some landing gear in the wings, kind of like this. And we're going to shove that upwards a tiny bit. There we go. And then what I would love to do is actually move all of it back a bit. I don't know how that's going to go, though. Here we go. Move these guys backwards to there. Move these guys backwards to here, I guess. Hopefully that's fine. Okay, the next thing we're going to need, though, is some fuel. So let's go ahead and grab some of these. We will chuck them inside the fuselage, and hopefully that's good enough for us. There we go. So there's 2, there's 4, there's 6. There you go. There's 6, and 1 more. There's 8. There's 2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8. What's that from? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, if I spawn this in now, let's see what happens when I press this button. Oh, weird. Weird. The wings move with it, but like they sort of rotate as well. Because obviously they're not quite level with the other bit. Yeah, that's really strange. I kind of like the fact that it moves, but I don't at the same time. I think I might have to attach the wings at the front to this piece. That would be better. Okay, so now what happens when I do this? Whoa, only one side is doing it. What in the world? Okay. Okay, the right side needs fixing. Okay, now when we do it, yes, now they move. Okay, excellent. So, let's say we wanted to take off vertically with this. Can I just do this? Okay, yes I can. Sort of. Yes, I can, sort of. It totally just lifts itself into the air really easily, and then you can just fly. Oh, yes, okay. As for the supersonicness, how fast can we actually get this thing going? Let's go as fast as we can. Throttle up. Currently going 600, almost 800. That is the speed of sound. There we go. Very nice. Supersonic. Okay, if we get to 1,900, no, 1,600? No, 1,700. Then I'll say that this is a success. But we're not quite there, and we are going to need some more fuel. Oh, we're not going to make it. No! We need to go a little bit faster. Also, the wings, they're not quite the right shape. I think we should actually paint this as well. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's go with this, like, really light green. I don't know why I've gone with this color. But we're going to go ahead and chuck that all the way around this thing. And I guess we're ready to fly again. So let's try. What I want to do is lift off without causing any issues to myself. So let's lift off this way. Okay. And then we can fly forwards like this. All right, let's see how fast we can go now. I haven't really changed anything except I added some wings to the ends to make the wings look a little bit nicer, and I added some extra fuel so that hopefully that makes us be able to go quicker in the long run, if that makes sense. Anyway, we're zooming. We're currently going 700. We're almost at 800, and we're going to keep going in our green bogey machine. We're about to run out of fuel. We get to 1,400, I believe, which is pretty crazy. Whoa! Whoa! I've lost all control of my ailerons. Oh, we're good. We're good. Landing gear down. Yes, we need to go in for a landing somewhere, but there's no airfields out here. There are literally no airfields out here. I'm so far away from where I need to be. I'm so far. That's crazy. Alright, well, I suppose we're going to go in for a landing. Realistically, I should have landed in VTOL, so actually, let's return this to the base, and we'll try an actual VTOL landing. Alright, so we'll do a VTOL takeoff. Okay. And I think we should try and land it actually on top of this tower. I've tried doing it before with other VTOLs. See, sometimes this happens, and the rotation just doesn't quite work, which is a little bit annoying. But that's fine, because we can turn around and we can try it again. Just flip it about. Come on. Yep. A little bit more boost, a little bit less boost. Angle it backwards. Here we go. Coming in. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now. Okay, reverse backwards. Reverse backwards. I always get called out on that. I always say reverse backwards, and you're like, that's what you are doing. You're going backwards. So why are you saying reverse backwards? Just leave me alone. How about that? Anyway. Anyway, we did accidentally just explode, which, you know, is quite a bad thing to happen to you when you're flying. But it's fine. Because this time, we landed! Yes! We totally did it. Let's go ahead and take off and fly away. Oh, beautiful. How cool is that, though? So you can actually just take off vertically. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's kind of strange. Obviously, the keys that I'm using to do it aren't the best, but it totally works. It totally works. Alright, so I believe this is where I'm actually going to end it then. I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one, where hopefully we build something else kind of cool. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And I guess I will see you next time. Goodbye.